Hello, happy Monday, Miss Stacy Stars. See what I have on. Yep, it's the thinking cap. So you know what that means. It's time for our vocabulary lesson. So let's wind up our thinking caps, guys. Wind them up. All right, good job. I'm going to start sharing my screen with you and let's go over this week's vocab. All right, week 11 vocab for my stars. All right, are we thinking? Are we winding? Okay, we got to wind. Okay. Cubing. So our first word this week is going to be cubing. It's a strategy when you break down a topic into 6 subtopics or categories. Then if you look here at the cubes that I've drawn for you, you describe, compare, analyze, apply, and argue for or argue against a topic. So if you're trying to remember this, remember when you're drawing a cube, you have to start off with 1 square, 2 squares, then add these lines to connect them, and then fill it in however you like it. So if you can just remember that cubing is a strategy when you break it down into these 6 subtypes, you should be okay. But use this cube to help you remember what those topics are. All right, historical fiction. This is one of my favorites, guys. So thinking cap is going. This is a type of fiction genre that is based on a real event, but it's not restricted by it. The setting should be legitimate and it should be authentic to the time frame. And so let's think of, everybody knows who Paul Revere is. So a good story is by Anne Rinaldi. The Secret of Sarah Revere. It tells the story from his daughter's viewpoint, but we don't know if she really felt like that. So that's how we can remember historical fiction. Folk tales. Folk tale is another good one. A folk tale, it's considerably basic in a setting with a lot of one-dimensional elements. And what I mean by that is very set, like for an example, let's talk about Paul Bunyan and his ox. That's very much, we know who Paul Bunyan is. We know who Babe is. We know even who Thunder Rose and Pecos Bill. These are all going to be folk tales. Folk tales, they usually play a part in cultural or regional roles. So think about that when you think of folk tales. Aesop's Fables is another good one. If I had time, I'd read you a good one called The Wasp and the Snake. We don't have time today, but maybe that's something you could read on your own. Idioms. Idioms are another good one. An idiom is a phrase that does not literally take on its words' meanings. So let's look at our idiom cards here. Let's go to this middle one where this kid's going. It says, cat got your tongue? That means you don't know what to say. You're being silent. The cat's got your tongue. So that's what an idiom is. You're on the ball. It means you're doing good. Cool as a cucumber. It means you're cool, calm, and collected. Starting to stick. All right, our last word of this week is called pacing. We probably have heard our coaches, even our parents say, pace yourself. We're looking at pacing in the literary form of reading at your own speed. Don't take on a whole chapter book over a weekend. Instead, pace yourself. Think about if you were having to read 3 chapters in 1 week, how would you break those chapters out? Just like if you were eating a pie in this pie eating contest, would you go, or would you pace yourself to try to win? All right, guys, you did a great job. Thank you for your attention. We did really good thinking today. Our thinking cap's so thought out. So we can write our vocabulary words on our own in our journals now. Once you've written it down, you can go ahead and illustrate it. And don't forget, Matching Madness coming Wednesday. Great job, Miss Stacy Stars.